Hi ladies, it's Maggie here, and a bit nervous doing this video. This is my first video, so just bear with me. Whoops. What I'm going to do is, this is an ATC I've done for a swap over on Cards and Scraps. I'm the host this month and my theme was letters. Now, I'm loving letters, metal and alcohol inks at the minute, so I've incorporated them all in this, and now I'm going to show you how I did this. Thanks for watching. Okay, this is standard size ATT, 2.5 by 3.5 inches. This is my backing, and I'm just going to use packaging from some craft supplies that I got recently. I am using Ink Essentials. I don't know if you can see this. It's the Ranger metal sheets. It's adhesive backed and it's great for alcohol inks. This is the piece I'm using. Sorry for the glare. I'm also going to use Deco Art Metallic in Pewter, Adirondack in Gold. Love alcohol inks. And some shoe polish. Oh, and some gold marker. This is a barrel. I suppose anyone will do. It's permanent. So, here we go. Now, this is all random how you just lay this out as you want. It doesn't have to be glued down or anything because this adhesive backed sheet is going to hold everything in place. Okay? So I just have some jump rings, some tiny little flowers, doesn't matter what pattern is on them, they're all going to be covered up. Just 3 is going to be enough, and 3 rings. Yeah, it's just totally random, just lay them out anywhere you like. And I want these to sort of look like the bottom of question marks. You'll see in a second when I start doing the design over them. Yeah. And that is as much as I want on. You can add anything extra. It doesn't matter how deep the actual embellishment is. I'll just show you a different example. This one here, these are more chipboard letters, art, and they're probably about 3mm chipboard. But this, if you can see, this is a metal butterfly under here, and it's a good 5mm deep, and it didn't tear or didn't rip the foil. Some buttons, little cross, metal again, metal dragonfly, and this is actually not the metal tape, this is actually tin foil crumpled up. So that's just another example. And here is a more detailed example. This is the same detail as this, but I have net underneath. I have covered it totally in the metal, inked all over, and then I have put UT all over, and it's very tactile. Doesn't probably just come up. That's another example anyway. So everything is laid out as I want it to be. You get your metal tape. I don't have any nails, so it's hard to get for me to get the backing off. Here we go. Now this is really sticky, so I only take off a little bit to start. Lay it down. I've cut it so that it overlaps the edges by a tiny amount. Now you can take it all off. Yeah. Unrub. Stick it. You're going to be rubbing a lot more in a second, so just fold all the edges back that you've left. This gives you an actual seal then all the way around. Sorry about the hands. I'm crafting all morning, they're full of ink. Didn't leave any there, look. Oh God, I'm so nervous. Yeah, and then I'm just using an embossing tool to burnish the edges. I don't have any of the proper metal ones for the metal embossing, but they are on my wish list, so we'll see. Now, here's where the fun starts. I'll put it this way so that you can see the from the front. You're literally going to outline everything that you've left underneath the foil. So you don't have to be too gentle, it's very, very tough. But you do want to try and get the actual shape. Actually, the smaller the embellishment, the tinier your embossing tool should be. This is quite big. You should have a lot smaller one. But needs must. And there's a small flower again there. It's quite easy to go around, it doesn't. I will be going back over this with smaller, like a pokey tool in a sec. So just to get the basic outline. Now, I'm going to use a pokey tool. I wouldn't recommend this, but I'm going to use it very gently. You should really have a tiny embossing tool, not this pokey tool. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. My hands are probably in the way of everything. Pencil. These will really start to pop when I start to put the colour over the top of them. So just get it as detailed at this stage as you can, and then the ink will do the rest of the work. Yeah. You can do any design here you want. If you wanted, you can doodle. This will all pop later on. I'm just doing, I want it to look just like a battered metal when I'm finished. So, brushed metal, I mean, not battered, brushed metal. Oh my God, can you tell I'm so nervous? Right. So you could do that, you know, you could do dots all along here. The more detail and texture you get on it, the better when it's finished. Yeah, I think that is looking like brushed metal. Okay, so now I have this little crafter tool, and it's just for perforating paper. And all I'm going to do is do a zigzag around the edge. Not too hard because I don't want to pierce the paper. So just gently, just to get the extra texture on the sides. I hope it's still on camera. Keep moving, sorry. Right, so we're this far now. You've all your detail, everything is well stuck down, and the embellishments are starting to pop now. So now, pokey tool again, and I'm just going to round and outline my letter. This is done deeply because I want the paint and the ink that I'm going to use to literally go in and sit inside these dots. So I'm being quite heavy-handed with this pokey tool now. Does anybody else hate the sound of their own voice when it's being recorded? This might even go out on air. Right, now going around the edges of the flower at a point of every petal. I have to turn this around because I'm not going to be able to work upside down. I want these to look like 3 question marks, the bottom of the question mark, so I'm going to... They're not going to be obvious question marks, but I know what they are. And hopefully the girls in this swap might know what they are too. Yep, happy with that. Yeah, so there you go. Is there a glare?